See on your screen that if I talk about storage, what is this? Data is basically any information that I will deal with. आपको पता है when you work with computers, we work with information, we work with data. Second, storage. Data storage. Storage is basically store. What do you understand by the word store? Store basically means you are storing something or you are preserving something. So storage is basically where you store something. Okay. So storage is basically saving something somewhere. जैसे आप अपने बुक शेल्फ में बुक्स रखते हो, so that is your storage area. Okay, for books. So you will be storing your books in that bookshelf. Then you have media. What do you understand by media? Media is basically where what medium I'm using to store my information. So that is data storage media. So we in this chapter 1, we will discuss about few storage medias. Many of you must have also learned it before in your previous classes. So data storage media is basically where we will be storing information in our computer. So as you can see, let's go to the learning objective. In these learning objective, you will see that we are going to understand how a computer stores information. First thing. Second, what is difference between primary and secondary memory? Third thing, what are the common storage devices? What are the different devices we are going to use with our basically with our computer? So I will suggest you to keep your books with you and keep looking the screen for your reference, and also take a pencil with you. Okay, many of you are not having pencil, I can see that. So please do have a pencil with you so that you can always mark and underline any important point that is told. Now see, in warm up, this is warm up and this is based on what you have learned previously in your previous classes. So please go through this warm up. You will fill this warm up on your own. What is given here? Here is a picture of a basically computer system which has a monitor, which has a keyboard, which has a mouse. So I'm basically showing you. Please look at your screen that what is basically a particular picture telling you. This is your speaker, this is your CPU, and this is your printer. So there are various devices being shown here, and you are asked which of these are input devices, which of these are processing devices, and which are output devices. So you have to tell whether monitor is input device, processing device, or output device. So you will be looking into this screen and looking into these pictures of the different parts, and then just write down the name of the particular part that comes into input device, processing device, or output device. All right. So now we will basically be continuing to the next page. So this you have to do with your pencil. See and identify which of these following. You can write down small HW. It's a kind of homework. When you read the chapter again, you can fill these blanks. Now, let's go to the second chapter here. Sorry, second page here. On second page, we have the introduction part. Now, I would like to tell you that whenever I'm asking you to underline something, I will show you what you're supposed to highlight or underline. See, I will basically request you not to use highlighters in your book. This will really make your book very dirty. So please use only pencil while you are studying for your book. Okay. Now, let's see. I will show you through highlighting that what are the different points you need to mark. Okay. See, in the introduction part, as you can see, that we are given input devices are used to enter data in a computer. So we had just seen an exercise where you have to identify which are the input devices, output devices, and processing devices. So let's see that what do you understand by the input device? Input device आपने पहले भी पढ़ा होगा. What is the meaning of your input device? Input device basically means that something that helps to insert data inside your computer. Okay, so please mark this portion. I will highlight the mark and highlight the point you need to underline in your books. Okay, so you can see on your screen that this particular area where I have highlighted, please mark this with your pencil in your books. Okay, input devices are used to enter data into a computer. You can see the page number also on your screen. This is page number 8. Then what is a processing device? We enter data into computer through input devices. Now processing devices helps to calculate information. Basically, to get any result, there is some processing done or calculation done on computer's part. So जो भी calculation computer करता है, that is known as processing. So processing device processes the input according to the instruction provided. Third thing is the output device. Output device क्या होती है? Output device that is used to display the result. So I would ask you to just underline what I have shown you on your screen. So this is the basically definition of input device, processing device, and output device. So please underline this portion. So whenever you read the chapter again, you will know what are the important points to focus. Okay. Gaganpreet Kaur, have you got any question to ask? Gaganpreet Kaur, are you having any question to ask?
मैम
Yes.
मैम जो आपने ये पेज नंबर 8 निकाला है
हाँ जी.
मैम जो हाईलाइट करना है वो हमें नोटबुक में उतारना है
नहीं बच्चे, we are just reading the chapter. So please, sir, you have to do this chapter and please stop using the screen. All of you, please stop using the screen. Those who are using the screen, very bad. So basically, you have to do this. You have to just underline it in your books. I will tell you what you are supposed to write down in your notebook. तो आप ऐसे नहीं करोगे, okay? I will tell you what you are supposed to write down. These are just reference point. कि अगर आप chapter दोबारा पढ़ते हो, if you go through your chapter, you should know what to read and what to understand, okay, from a topic. So it is that. So let's go through the chapter again. Now, here we have discussed about input device, processing device, and output device. So you know, output device gives you some result outside the computer. Input device is used to take some information from you, okay? And then processing device basically helps in calculation of something. Now, information storage in computer are basically, here it is given, computer are electronic machines. You already know कि computer क्या होता है? It's an electronic machine and it entirely works on electricity. If there is electricity, you will be able to switch on your computer, otherwise not. So there are basically this information. How do you store information in computer? The smallest unit that is used to store any data in your computer is a bit. So please underline this line where it is written a bit or a single binary digit is the smallest unit in computer to store anything, right? So please go through this line and underline it using your pencil. I will just tell you to mark the things like we do reading, so we can just underline. Somebody is writing, I cannot underline. But you don't have to underline on the screen. You have to underline in your book. जो आपके पास बुक है उसमें अंडरलाइन करोगे. It's not on the screen. You will not underline on the screen. You will underline in your book. Like we do the classroom reading. क्लास में क्या करते हो जब रीडिंग होती है तो मैम ऑलवेज टेल्स यू ना टू अंडरलाइन समथिंग, सो यू विल बी डूइंग दैट. प्लीज अंडरलाइन इन योर बुक. इज इट क्लियर, तवलीन? Tavleen Kaur, is it clear to you? Tableen, please underline whatever I'm showing you on the screen. This is your book only, computer book. So underline in your computer book, right? Now, so a bit is the smallest unit in which you are going to. Beta Harsirat, please see on your screen. This is the line I told you to underline. A bit or a single binary digit, that is basically smallest unit of data that computer handles. So this line you have to underline. Now, your computer only understands 0 or 1. So it will store data in zeros and 1. So you are basically going to count everything. Like we say, there is 1 kg of apples, there 1 kg of banana. So how do we store any information in computer? Using the bits and bytes. So you can see here, there is small thing written here. You should know where it is written 4 bits will make a nibble. So if you talk about a nibble is basically 4 bits together. And when you take 8 bits together, it forms a byte. So you can underline this line also. The collection of 8 bits forms a byte. So you can just see on your screen that what I have underlined, just see in your book and underline only these lines. These are just for your understanding कि मैम ने आपको क्लास में पढ़ाया है, so you want to look on the points again, then you can just go through these underlined points. Okay. So I hope you have underlined. I have told you what I have told you about input device, output device, processing device. Now I have told you what is a bit. A bit is basically smallest binary digit that is used to store information. Now I have told you about nibble. Nibble, when you have 4 bits, 4 bits is called nibble. And when you have 8 bits together, that is called a byte. Okay. Coming to the next part. Now you have a small table over here that you can see. This table you can see, this table helps you on page number 9. All of you turn to page number 9 and you will see 1.1 table here where you will see that we are given these bits and bytes, the relation between two means 1 KB. 1 KB is basically 1 kilobyte. 1 kilobyte is equal to 1024 bytes. 1 megabyte is equal to 1024 kilobytes. 1 gigabyte is equal to 1024 megabyte. So this table helps you to understand the relation between bytes and bits and the different units. Okay. Like we have grams, kilograms that you do in your maths. Similarly, here you will use basically learn how to store information in KBs, MBs, and GBs. Like you have your pen drive. So you, in your pen drive, if you have 16 GB pen drive, you can store more information. If you have 24, if you have even more 52 GB pen drive, you can store more data. So this is an example. Now we are coming to types of memories. Now we will see that in our computer, there are different types of memory that we can have. So what are these? The two different types of memory that we have in our computer are divided into basically two parts. So please underline this line on page number 9 under the topic types of computer memory. So what is this? Computer memory. When we talk about memory in computer, that is divided into two parts. What are these? First part is primary memory and the second part is secondary memory. So we are going to discuss about these two types of memory. Underline this line and then come to primary memory. So you can underline the first 4 lines up to instruction. This is basically what is your primary memory. The main memory, like in your human body, you have your brain as main memory where you store information. आपको सब कुछ याद रहता है, what is your name, what is your class, everything that that is around you. So you remember that in your brain memory. Similarly, computer remembers everything in their primary memory. So primary memory or internal memory is an inbuilt memory which can store data and instruction. So what do we actually do with this primary memory? We store data and instruction in primary memory. Okay. Now, now I will switch to the next one. Here you can see primary memory holds only data and instruction that computer always uses. You will see, just take an example. Whenever you ask for a particular file in your computer or you click on a particular icon, then how your computer understands that this is the file you are asking to open. It's basically that computer remembers everything through its memory. So your primary memory will hold all the program, data, and instruction. So there are further two types of your primary memory. Here you can see the last line that says primary memory has two types. What are these? RAM and ROM. You must remember random access memory and read only memory. So these are the two types of memory that come under primary memory category. Okay, so let's go to the next page and read about primary memory, that is RAM and ROM. So when you turn to this page, you will find out that here you are given two types of primary memory. First one is RAM. You must have heard about RAM previously also in your previous classes. So what do we actually understand by RAM? RAM, the full form you can see on your screen and in your books also. Full form basically says it's a random access memory and it can be directly accessed by your CPU. Okay. So a memory that can be directly accessed by your computer is the random access memory. Now, try to understand this thing, why it is called directly accessed by CPU. Because if I have my pen drive, अगर आप pen drive लगाते हो किसी computer में, then your computer is able to read that pen drive and show the files in that pen drive. But if you don't stick your pen drive into your computer, you cannot see the files in your computer, in your uh, pen drive. So this is how it works. Your computer already has this RAM inside it. So you can always access the data and instruction at all time in your computer through this RAM memory. If you talk about any other memory like pen drive, CD, floppy disk, you have to insert these into your computer to read them, to read information from them. Okay. So here you can say a RAM can store data on instruction only if it is if the computer is on. So there are two characteristics of RAM. It is a temporary memory and it is also known as volatile memory. Volatile memory basically means that till your computer is on, everything will be on your screen. If electricity goes off, everything will be wiped off from your computer. So RAM is basically a temporary memory and you will only see the content till your computer system is switched on. If it is switched off, everything will go away. That's why we call RAM as a volatile memory or temporary memory. Now, second form of memory, you can see this diagram shows you the random access memory. And now you come to read-only memory. So what do you see? Read-only memory, please go to this. Read-only memory basically means we can only read through this memory. We cannot make changes. Read only memory का क्या मतलब है that we cannot make any changes in this memory. So you can see ROM looks like it's in a square shape that is given in figure 1.2 and RAM is 1.1. Okay, figure 1.1 shows you RAM and figure 1.2 shows you ROM. So ROM is from where the information can be read only. No one can write any information. आप अपने computer के ROM में कभी भी information input नहीं कर सकते. You cannot change any information in ROM. So that's why it is known as read only memory. And what is the characteristics of ROM? It is non-volatile. You can see, please keep underlining whatever I highlight on the screen. Keep underlining it in your books. So you can see ROM is a non-volatile memory, or it's a permanent memory, because nobody can make any changes in ROM. So that is also known as the permanent memory. Now, any data that is stored in your ROM will never be erased. Okay. Like your operating system, आपका जो Windows होता है, that is always stored in ROM. So that every time when you switch on computer, Windows is always there. If Windows is not there, you won't be able to run your computer. All right. So there are different examples of ROM. There are different categories of ROMs available. This is PROM, programmable read-only memory. EPROM, erasable programmable read-only memory. EEPROM, which is electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. So these are different categories of ROM available. Okay. So programmable means you can go to the vendor and program it and include some new. आप जैसे अपना laptop ठीक करवाने जाते हो, you can go to that person and ask them to insert a new program into your ROM. So that is possible, but you yourself cannot make any changes. Now EPROM, basically erasable programmable read only memory, that data can be erased from your ROM anytime when you want. Then electrically erasable means it can be done through your computer. When we can use our computer to erase the data, that is electrically erasable programmable read only memory. So this is all about the two types of primary memory. I already told you computer memory is divided into two parts. One is your primary memory, the second one is your secondary memory. So we have discussed everything about primary memory. Now we switch to the your secondary memory. Now before we go to secondary memory, we have few fill-ups to check your understanding. So whatever I have taught you, you will go through that and you will fill this particular information. The ये आप fill up अपने आप से करोगे, that it will help you to understand what we have covered so far. So in the next class, I'm going to discuss what you have written in your books. So just write a small HW over this, check your understanding. Whatever we have learned so far, you can use that knowledge to fill these. These are very simple filling the blanks. Okay. So write down just small HW over here. So whenever you read the chapter again, you will do these exercise. Now let's come to secondary memory. We have already discussed, we have two types of memory, primary and secondary. Primary memory was further divided into two parts, RAM and ROM, that we have just discussed. So now we are on secondary memory. Now let's understand what is secondary memory. Secondary memory is sometimes also called as auxiliary memory. Okay. Karampreet, what doubt you have, बच्चे? Karampreet Kaur, have you got any doubt? Karampreet, you can ask your question.
मैम मुझे ये डाउट था कि फिलअप्स कॉपी में करना है बुक में
Phillips, beta, this you have to try on your own. I will tell you each and everything that has to be done in your notebook. ये आपने notebook में नहीं करना है. It is similar to the exercise that we have at the back. So you have to just do it on your own. You have to try these exercise on your own. Okay. Now let's go to secondary memory. Secondary memory is also known as auxiliary memory, and that is used to store large amount of data, that too permanently. Because your computer doesn't have a large memory on its own. जब आप computer purchase करके लाते हो, it only has RAM or ROM, and that is not very big. So we have to always add the extra memory that is known as the secondary memory. This memory is used to store our information, our data. Okay. It's not for the computer. Computer never stores anything in it to it. We store information into secondary memory. It's for our use. So you must have heard of hard disk, CDs. These are the example of few secondary storage devices जो आप pen drive insert करते हो. Hard disk is already in your computer, but it is also the secondary device. Okay. So hard disk जैसे आप अपने computer में, if you go to this PC or my computers, you will find out that there are basically 3-4 drives available: C drive, D drive, E drive. So you can always switch on your laptop or computer, whatever you use, and check for these drives. So these drives are part of your hard disk only. Okay. So in your computer where you store data, that is the secondary memory. Now, secondary storage devices usually have much larger storage capacity than primary, because primary is only used by your computer. So it only fixed amount of memory is there for your primary memory. But when you talk about secondary memory, in secondary memory, we can store data at any time. Suppose you have created a card. Okay, you will create a card, and when you create a card, you can just do what you can basically suppose you have created a greeting card in your MS Paint or whatever. Then in that case, you can store that data in your computer in a particular drive. जैसे आपने C drive में अगर store करना है, तो आप C drive में store कर सकते हो. If you want to store it on the desktop, you can store it on the desktop. So this is how it goes. You will always store your data in a secondary memory that is available in your computer. So there is a small table which is given here. Shows the difference between your primary memory and secondary memory. Let's go through it. Primary memory is referred to as internal memory, while the second name for your secondary memory is the auxiliary memory. Okay. Students, you must pay attention while we are doing a chapter, because I can ask any student anytime that what they understand from a particular topic. So I can see many of you are busy talking to someone or doing something else. Please stop that. We can, we can first finish our chapter and we can understand every topic. Then I can always ask you any question. So be prepared for it. Okay. So as we have seen, primary memory is also known as internal memory. Secondary memory is also known as auxiliary memory. Okay. The second name for your secondary memory. Then primary memory, the storage capacity of primary memory is limited. As I told you, the secondary memory has large memory where we store data. The computer only requires few programs to store. So the primary memory is less than the secondary memory. Let's come on to the page number 12 now. Okay. So you can switch to page number 12. Now on page number 12, we are going to discuss about commonly used storage devices. जो हम use करते हैं storage, the secondary memory that we are using, the storage devices that we use on daily basis, we are going to understand that. Okay. Now, I think Gaganpreet is having doubt again. Yes, Gaganpreet, please ask your doubt.
मैम
Yes, बोलो.
मैम जो ये फिलअप्स है ये सिर्फ बुक्स में ही करने हैं.
I will tell you, only back exercise you will be doing your notebook. Okay, these are repeated. जो आपके बीच में दी हुई हैं exercises within the chapter that you will try yourself. Okay, we will discuss it. I will tell you all the answers, but you will only do the back exercise in your notebook. Okay.
ओके मैम.
Fine. So now let's go through the different storage devices that are used by us. Okay. So most commonly used storage device is our hard disk. आपने बात की होगी. If you talk to your elders or you talk to your brother sister who are using computers or laptop, or you are also using computer and laptop, so you will see that people talk about hard disk. What is this hard disk? Sometimes this is external. If you see on in the figure 1.3, this shows your hard disk. Hard disk is inbuilt. This one that you see on your left side, this is inbuilt in your computer. It is always there when you purchase your computer or laptop. The second one, you can extend your storage using the external hard disk. आपके पास होगी भी, कई बच्चों ने देखी होगी अपने, you can ask your elders, they must be having extra hard disk. So what is this? Hard drive or hard disk is the extra storage for any type of information that you have. So suppose my computer memory is all full. I want to store some data, then I can always use the external hard disk for storing my data. So there are different, different categories of hard disk available in market. Also you can employ extra hard disk in your computer to store some extra information. So a hard disk is the most commonly used form of secondary memory, and it acts as a storage storehouse of the information. This was invented by IBM, and we are now getting hard disk from different vendors. Okay, different companies are making it. Now let's go to the next part. This is all about hard disk. Let's go to our next part. Next storage device is CD. You can see on your screen. So you must have heard of CD. You always do deal in your home. You can always go and search for a CD. There will be always one or two CDs lying over. So what is a CD? CD is basically also known as compact disk read-only memory, and is a topic optical storage media which can be used to store data. So you can see, as this screen shows you, this is your CD, and there are different types of CDs available. CD, basically, first one is CDR, which is compact disc recordable. Okay, recordable means that you can read information. We can just read information. We cannot write data onto it. So recordable, when you see CDR, आप जब CD लेकर आते हो, you can always see on the packet it is written CDR. If it is CDR, it means you can only store information into the CD. You cannot erase the information. Okay, so you will just enter, suppose you have make a presentation and you want to bring it into your CD. So you will what burn your CD. The process of copying file to a CD is also known as burning a CD. So you will just put the information in CD, then it cannot be erased. It cannot be erased or it cannot be removed from CDR. If you want to erase the data that you have already input, you must use the second form of CD, that is CD RW. RW का मतलब होता है rewritable. Means I can write some information into this CD and then I can delete it and reuse the CD again. Similarly, we have DVDs. DVDs are basically digital versatile disc. You may be asked in the exam about these abbreviations. So keep underlining the important abbreviations. So digital versatile disk is optical storage media that is similar to CD but has large number of storage space. Okay, so you have larger storage space in comparison to your CD. So a DVD is also optical storage media like CD, which can be used to store data, but it has larger capacity than the CD. Next type of third type of thing that comes here, third type of a storage is your Blu-ray disc. Blu-ray disc, this appears to be blue in color that you can see in your figure, and you will see that we can do what? We can basically store even larger data than CD and DVD. You can store even more amount of data in than your CD DVD. Suppose my CD DVD may, if I try to store two 25 GB of data that wouldn't be possible in CD or DVD. That you can only do if you have a Blu-ray disc. So generally, Blu-ray disc is basically used to store movies. जो आपकी high definition movies होते हैं, those are always stored in such kind of disk. Okay. Now, pen drives. Pen drives, you already know. You can always find a pen drive in your home, or you can always ask your elders to see a pen drive. Pen drive is a small flash. It is also known as flash drive. It is a small drive that can store data like 4 GB, 8 GB, 64 GBs, and up to 2 GB terabytes. TB stands for terabytes and GB stands for gigabyte. So you can see pen drives आपने देखी होगी. You must be having a pen drive at your home. So this is the pen drive, and you store data into pen drive, and you can always insert the pen drive in your computer and remove it. This is very fast storage. You can easily retrieve data from your pen drive, okay, within minutes, right? Next, let's go to page number 14 now. Now, as you can see in this page number 14, we are given the snapshot of what we have learned about computer memory. First of all, the name of our chapter was data storage media. Okay. So it basically, in data storage media, we have learned that the computer memory is used to store information. Okay. Now, how is this computer memory divided? This is divided into two parts, primary memory and secondary memory. And how is your primary memory further divided? Primary memory is further divided into RAM or ROM. Secondary memory is further divided into hard disk, CD, pen drive, and Blu-ray disc. So we have learned so far about these. So if you go through these recap, you will find out that this is all we have learned. After that, you have exercises. Now, listen very carefully. These exercises you are supposed to do in your notebook. Okay, the back exercises. Okay. So in your book, you have back exercises like fill-ups and this complete table given below, true, false, and these. So in your notebook, you will do the exercises up to C part in your book. जो आपके one word answers हैं, like fill-ups. If you talk about write down fill-ups also, you can write down book over there. Okay. A part आपका fill-ups है, write over there in your books that this you have to do in the book. Okay. Fill-ups you will do in the book. B part also you will do in the book. C part you also do in the book. D and E, definitions and the question answers, you have to do in your notebooks. Okay. I hope you understand. I'm repeating again. A, B, C part you will do in your book only. D and E part you have to do in your notebook. Okay. So let's discuss about this exercise. I will share you the exercise on your class group also. तो आप अपने WhatsApp group पे जाके class group पे you can, you know, you can write down the exercises. Now in your book, please see in your book. If you can write it down now together, जितना आप लिख पा रहे हो अभी साथ के साथ आंसर्स लिख लो, ठीक है? अगर नहीं लिख पाते हो तो I will be sharing it in your WhatsApp group also, so you can later on complete the exercises. Okay? Now I'm telling you again, you have to basically do part A, B, C in your book, and D, E are to be done in the notebook. So let's discuss the fill-ups. First fill-up is given here. A computer uses a storage device to store data and instruction. The answer is instruction. Okay. So data ke saath you will be writing. First fill-up is instruction. Please write down all of you. The spelling you can check from the above given bar. Okay. So first fill up में you can write down instructions. Second one, DVD stands for, it is written digital versatile disk. Mansimran, you have got any question?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, 13 पेज का लास्ट वर्ड कैबिनेट का मीनिंग क्या होता है?
Just a second, beta. I have to check it. Wait. page. What you are saying?
Ma'am, last word cabinet.
Just a second. Let me open the page. Let me see. Cabinet. Okay. Basically, cabinet is the small area. If you're working on a laptop, are you working on a laptop? You're
Ma'am,
using
no.
laptop or you're using a phone?
Ma'am, no. Ma'am, phone.
Okay, fine. Doesn't matter. In your phone also, where you insert your earphones, वो cabinet होता है. USB ports and cabinet. Okay, the area where we insert the pen drive in laptop or computer, that is the cabinet. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, area where you insert some external drive or external device, that is your cabinet. Now let's go back to our exercises again. So I hope you can see the exercises. Now, first to fill up, I have already discussed. Second one, digital versatile disk. Now coming to third fill up on the next page. The dash memory can be directly accessed by CPU, primary. Third answer is primary. You can see on your screen, the spelling is given on the screen also and in your book also. Fourth, the dash memory is always non-volatile. This is secondary memory. We have seen that if we turn off the computer, the secondary memory retains its content. So fourth fill up, secondary, write down secondary in the space provided. Keep completing your exercises. Fifth one, a CD is an dash storage device, optical. Optical, you can see on your screen, see the spelling optical. Please see optical. Number 5 fill up is optical. Now come to B part. B part is complete the table given below. So here you were only given a table where we were given relationship between the bits and bytes. Okay. So first one 1 KB is equal to 1024 bytes. Please write down. Please write. You can see on your screen, the other answers are also written. If you have written the first one, you can copy it down the second one. So 1 KB stands for 1024. Sorry, 1M also is to be there. See, I have written in first part, when KB is equal to, I had written kilo first. You don't have to write that. You have to write 1024. Okay. You will write this 1024 bytes. So 1 kilobyte is equal to 1024 bytes. Second one says 1 gigabyte is equal to 2 power 20 bytes. So write down giga, Giga, second one. The second answer is written here. Third is 1 PB basically means petabyte. So it is equal to 1024 terabytes. Okay, write down 1024 tera. In this blank, bytes is already written there. Okay, so third one. किसी को नहीं समझ में आ रहा, प्लीज आस्क. Okay, 1 PB is equal to 1024 tera. You will write down this. Okay. Gaganpreet, have you got any question? Gaganpreet Kaur, have you got any question?
No, ma'am.
Okay, please put down your hand if you are not having any question. Okay. Danish, have you got any question?
No, ma'am, for answer.
Okay, okay, okay. I understand. But I will ask you when we discuss it in the revision class, I will ask you more questions. Okay. It's good that you know the answer. Okay. Please put down your hand. Those who are showing raise your hand option. Please, if you don't have any question, please put down your hand. Harmanpreet Singh, have you got any question?
Yes,
Harmanpreet?
ma'am.
हाँ, बोलो.
मैम मेरी ना क्लास डिस्कनेक्ट हो गई थी तो ना मेरा ना हार्ड डिस्क के बाद कुछ आपने अंडरलाइन करवाया है.
I will share it. Okay. I will share it on the WhatsApp group. You can go there. Okay. And note down.
Okay.
Yes, Mansimar, you have got any question again?
मैम यस मैम 1024 टेरा का मीनिंग क्या होता है?
Actually, terabyte, हमने पीछे एक table, if you remember, we have learned a table is basically measuring unit. जैसे आप अपने maths में पढ़ते हो 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams. ऐसे पढ़ा होगा अपने maths में. Similarly, यहाँ पे हम storage media के बारे में पढ़ रहे हैं. So you have to learn that how many bytes are equal to what unit. Okay. So here basically, if I talk about 1 KB, 1 kilobyte कितने bytes के equal होता है? 1024 bytes के equal होता है. So this you have to learn. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. And ma'am, giga का meaning?
Gigabyte is further. GB सुना आपने? Have you heard of GB?
Yes, ma'am.
आपकी pen
Yes.
drives होती हैं GBs में. So
Yes.
gigabyte is what? GB. Gigabyte, basically GB का full form is your gigabyte. All right.
Okay, ma'am. And ma'am मुझे 4 and 5 का भी meaning समझ नहीं आया.
मैं बता रही हूँ.
Okay.
Jaskirat Singh, have you got any question?
Ma'am.
Yes. Please ask fast, बच्चे. We don't have much time.
Ma'am, question B, complete the table given below. वो
हाँ जी.
repeat कर दो मैम, समझ नहीं आया मैम.
बेटा ये जो आप देख रहे हो B complete the table given below, इसको मैं I'm repeating it again. It's basically units. These are units. Like आप जैसे अपने मैथ्स में पढ़ते हो 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams. ऐसे आप पढ़ते हो ना 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. ऐसे आप पढ़ते हो तो these are the computer units. This is how we deal with information in computers. So the answers I have written on the right side, and the exercise is given on the left. So this is how we are doing it. Okay, I'm explaining again. Now, Kamal Jot Singh, you have got any question?
मैम वो क्या कहते हैं मैम ट्रू फॉल्स दिखा दो.
बेटा अभी मैं ट्रू फॉल्स डिस्कस नहीं किए हैं. ठीक है, मैं डिस्कस कर रही हूँ. आई एम डूइंग इट वन बाय वन. ओके. So I'm discussing you the B part. I will share this in WhatsApp group also. So don't worry, even if you miss out any blank, even if you miss out any exercise, you will get it into your group. So don't worry. So here you can see 1 KB means 1 kilobyte. KB ka full form is kilobyte is equal to how many bytes? 1024 bytes. This we have learned in the chapter. Second one is 1 gigabyte is equal to 2 raised to power 30 bytes. तो ये आपको learn करना पड़ेगा. This is the unit. Okay. Gigabyte basically GB को बोलते हैं. आपको पता होगा KB is less than GB. So gigabyte is basically gigabyte is equal to 2 की पावर 20 bytes. Next is, third is 1 PB. PB stands for petabyte. So petabyte is equal to how many bytes? 10. Petabyte is equal to basically 1024 terabytes. So terabyte जो है that is smaller than petabyte. तो 1 पीबी की अगर आपके पास, हमारे पास पेन ड्राइव नहीं आती, वो टेराबाइट में भी पेन ड्राइव नहीं आती, पीबी में भी पेन ड्राइव नहीं आती, खाली जीबीज में आती है, बिकॉज पीबी इज लॉट ऑफ मेमोरी. ओके, सो दिस इज 1 पीबी की मेमोरी अभी तक नहीं आती ज्यादातर. ओके, फोर्थ वन, 1 dash is equal to 220 bytes. So this is basically ये 220 नहीं है, 2 की power 20 है. It's a misprint. So this is equal to megabyte. So you have to learn कि how many megabytes is equal to how many bytes and how many bytes is equal to how many kilobytes. So this is the table which is given in your book that we just covered. Fifth one is, which is the highest unit of measurement? मतलब सबसे बड़ा क्या है? ग्राम छोटा होता है, किलोग्राम बड़ा होता है. सो योटा बाइट इज द लार्जेस्ट यूनिट. आपकी जीबी से भी ज्यादा बड़ी होती है वाईबी. Okay, so if anyone asks you what is the largest unit that is used to store data, then you will write down yottabyte. Okay, the spelling you can check from here. Yottabyte is basically Y O double T A B Y T E. So this is the largest known memory unit. अभी तक योटाबाइट से ऊपर डिस्कवर नहीं हुआ है. ठीक है, सो दिस इज द लार्जेस्ट यूनिट. नेक्स्ट वी हैव द ट्रू फॉल्स. ट्रू फॉल्स में देखो, द कैपिटल लेटर बी इज यूज टू डिनोट अ बिट. फॉल्स, इट इज यूज टू डिनोट अ बाइट. तो कैपिटल बी से हम बिट नहीं डिनोट करते, बाइट डिनोट करते हैं. द फर्स्ट वन इज फॉल्स. Second, bits are grouped together into collection of tens. Okay, so this is wrong. मैंने आपको बताया था 8 bit form a byte. So we always group the bits in 8 digits, not 10 digits. Okay, so please make a note that this is also false. First is false, second is false. Third, a CPU can directly access data stored on a primary memory. So this is true. हमने डिस्कस किया था कि प्राइमरी मेमोरी कैन बी डायरेक्टली एक्सेस बाय कंप्यूटर. सो दिस पार्ट इज ट्रू. थर्ड वन इज ट्रू. Fourth, Blu-ray disc can hold up to 25 GB of data. We have discussed this is true. आपका जो Blu-ray disc होता है that can hold up to 25 GB of data. So fourth one is true. Fifth one, flash drive is good medium to transfer information from one end to another. So this is also true. Flash drive क्या होती है? जो आपकी पेन ड्राइव होती है. So that can be used to transfer data from one computer to another. ये तो आपको पता ही है. We can transfer data from one computer to another using your pen drive. So this is also true. You can see first, second are false. Third, fourth, fifth are true. So please write it down accordingly in your book. So these exercise A, B, C, you were supposed to do in your book. अब जो ये D and E exercise, these I will be sharing in your group. You can write it down in your notebooks. Okay. D exercise, write about each of the following. So these are definitions and these are question answers. So let's go to this. आपको मैं ये पूरा डॉक्यूमेंट शेयर करूंगी अभी व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे. सो यू कैन जस्ट विजिट द ग्रुप, ओपन द डॉक्यूमेंट एंड write down all the questions in your notebook. So this particular part you will do, D part and E part you will do in your notebook. So let's discuss D and E part. First is, what do you understand by Blu-ray disc? आपने देखा होगा, अभी हमने देखा था it appears like a CD and it is blue in color but stores a large amount of data. So that is Blu-ray disc. A Blu-ray disc is an optical disc format such as CD and DVD. It was developed for recording, playing back high definition video and for storing large amount of data. Now listen, bache, fifth B, try to understand आपको अभी ये राइट डाउन करने की जरूरत नहीं है. यू डोंट हैव टू राइट दीज at this time. I can share this in your WhatsApp group. After the class, I will share it in your WhatsApp group. You can write it down with good handwriting in your notebooks. So this page will be shared to you. You have to just copy it down in your notebooks. Okay, with today's date. I think Jaskirat Singh, you have got any question? Jaskirat, have you got any question?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm telling you again, ABC part we had to do in the book. Now the C part, this D and E part, you will be doing in your notebooks. Okay. Dakshpreet Singh, you have raised your hand, बच्चे.
मैम जो आप कह रहे हो कि ये काम करना है वो हमें पेन से करना है ना कॉपी में.
हाँ जी, in 5th class you use pen, na?
Okay.
So you have to work with pen. But be very careful that you do it very neatly. So I will be sharing this in your WhatsApp group. You can write it down slowly, okay? So that there is only good handwriting, okay? Devansh Gupta, ask your doubt.
Excuse me, ma'am.
हाँ जी.
मैम मैं बोल रहा था कि पर हमें पर्पल कॉपी लगानी है या ब्लू कॉपी.
Beta purple notebook. I have just told you. Purple notebook. Okay?
थैंक यू मैम. थैंक यू मैम.
Yes, Mansimar.
मैम ये काम हमको आपको करके सेंड करना है.
First, you will do it in your notebook. When I ask you to submit it, right now you will be doing it. When I ask you for the marks, then you will submit me. Okay?
एंड
Through,
मैम ये
through mail
क्वेश्चन
ID or
आंसर.
whatever I tell you. Okay?
ओके. एंड मैम क्वेश्चन आंसर्स में सिर्फ ब्लू पेन यूज करना है ना.
Yes. You can do
जैसे
what?
मैम ब्लैक भी
Like,
यूज कर सकते हैं.
see one thing. If you want to use black pen, fine. तो ये जो bold है, whatever you see in bold in this document, I will share this document in WhatsApp group. So whatever is given in bold, you can write that thing in a black pen, and rest you can use blue pen. So you will see that will look nice. Okay,
ओके मैम.
fine. Any other doubt to anyone? So let's discuss the pen drives. Second definition is pen drive. That is a small data storage device used to move and store information from a computer. Hard disk क्या होती है? Hard disk we have already discussed. HDD, hard disk, hard drive. These are the different names used. It is a fixed drive or mechanical data storage device that stores and retrieves digital data using magnetic storage. So it uses magnetic storage. That's why it is known as magnetic device. Auxiliary हमने बात किया था. The secondary memory is also known as the auxiliary, and it holds data and programs not currently in use. Similarly, main memory, it is the physical memory and is internal to computer. Yes, Gurnoor, you have got question.
मैम आप बोल रहे हो कि होमवर्क है वो आप व्हाट्सएप पे तो सेंड करोगे ना.
This document I'm explaining, I will send it on WhatsApp group.
ओके मैम.
So that you can write it easily. ना अभी नहीं लिख पाओगे ना screen से. That's why I'm sending it in your group. Harmanpreet, have you got any question?
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम आप ऐसे लिख सकते हैं कि क्वेश्चन ब्लैक पेन से लिख दो और आंसर ब्लू से.
हाँ हाँ बिल्कुल. जैसे आप यहाँ पे देख रहे हो bold लिखा हुआ है. The thing which is given in bold, you can write that with black pen and use only gel pen. All of you must use gel pen only. Okay, the ink pen or the gel pen. Now let's come to the answer the following question. First one, what is a computer memory? Computer memory is a device that is used to store information. Okay. So it is used to store data or program. Program is basically sequences of instruction on a temporary or permanent basis. तो हमने देखा था कंप्यूटर मेमोरी में हम permanently भी store कर सकते हैं and we can use temporary memory also to store the information. Now what is a bit and how is it related to byte? हमने देखा था bit is the smallest elementary unit of memory. It is the smallest unit which can be equal to either 1 or 0, and 8 bits will form a byte. So if you talk about group of 4 bits called a nibble, जो हमने पढ़ा था. What is the difference between RAM and ROM? So RAM is a volatile memory that we have discussed and it stores the files temporarily. ROM is non-volatile memory that will store the data permanently, okay, from your computer. Now 3 differences. ये हमने already discuss कर लिया. What is the difference between primary and secondary memory? So you will just write down these points which are given. Last question says, name 3 secondary storage devices. So you always have your examples are pen drive, CD drive, hard disk, DVD. So these are few examples which are given. You can write your own examples also. So here, now I'm going to end this class and I will share the work in your group. So you can basically note down your work from there. Okay. So, all right. Any questions? If anybody has got any other question, they can ask. Otherwise, just complete your work in your notebook as well as book. So I will share both the parts, all the parts I will share. So if anyone is left with anything, they can just cover up. Okay, fine. So we'll meet in the next class. And by that time, please complete your work.